Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Edgar Mendez, and today we're going to be doing um, live readings. It's fully booked, by the way, just so everyone knows that. It is definitely fully booked, so just keep that in mind. I will be going in order for all the signs as well, or the signs, all the people that purchase. Sorry, I guess I am setting up. I was just healing. Oh my god, so much healing. Anyway, yeah, we just have yeah, readings are fully booked. Don't bother, I thank you everyone for your help and assistance and all that you do for me and all the people that booked. I do appreciate it. Is there anything else? I am still working on the mother transmission, just so you all know. I'm actually on the father's transmission too. I think I have to do both before I'm able to have a clear flow of it. It's kind of what it feels like. So I just immediately moved into masculine energy and healing masculine energy. So that's where I'm at. Very deep, by the way. But I should be coming up with that maybe by Monday. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, hi everyone. Hi everyone. Hi, Get Your Soulmate. Hi, Pink, Maha, Angela, Diamond, At, G Sanchez. Hello. um, I might be opening up a few portals. I've been doing that all weekend for people. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. We'll see. We'll see. Just so you all know, they're saying that you're probably opening up portals anyway. But let's kind of get started. You know me, I like to get right to it. Oh yeah, I gotta write the name. Sorry, like I did it last time and it was hard. It was hard getting my bearings. It really was. This time I think I'll be okay. Okay, so the first person that we have is going to be Jennifer R. Sorry, it's two N's for R. Okay. Alrighty, there we go. First person. Hello, hi Jennifer. Okay, so you have on my healing journey, what is my next steps? The first thing I'm getting is I really do I understand this. I've been where you are, right? Where you're constantly worried about what is next, what's coming. Um Everything that they've told me, and it's what I'm going to tell you, is to just be patient and let it come, right? In my experience, the next steps in your healing journeys will make themselves known very easily. Our environment triggers us to make sure that we are having the right experiences. I know that I know that sometimes it's like the lessons that that you get, they'll come in different areas of your life, but they will be the same wound. That's something that they want you to just pay attention to. That what's next in your healing will come up, and it's you shouldn't. They're saying there's no need to rush that process because what's going to come is going to come. I do get it. Like I have been in this phase and I have rushed it. Don't think I haven't. Where I was like, I was exhausted. Just I actually wake up exhausted every time because I'm constantly healing. They don't necessarily want that for you. For me, I have like to make it to where I need to go as for my purpose. Like I need to like there's only so much time I have to rush, but for you they want you to just take your time and enjoy your life right now. And when the healing stuff is going to come, but the first thing I'm getting for you is self-love. That's really being the key one. Let me see what parts of your self-love. Self-worth is a highlight that's being highlighted here. It's to do with your mind exaggeration of stuff. It's something that's been coming up a lot in kind of in my life, or where our mind sometimes trumps things up as worse, right? So one of the things that they want you to focus on is not allowing your mind to convince you that doing something that seems scary, or even going through something that seems scary, not allow your mind to keep you from those things. And it probably is scary. It may even hurt as well, but it's never as bad as our mind makes it out to be. And there's something about that where this is this exaggeration happening with your mind. About the experiences that you kind of feel called to that you're not really moving towards. They want you to just move towards those things. And I really do get when that it's like that. You've been shocked before, you've been hurt before by experiences, right? It's like you kind of want to go that, like it's like shock and awe, right? It's sometimes it's literally PTSD. I'm not joking about that, right? But what they want you to do is to kind of push those fears aside and take those leaps when you feel called to, no matter how scary it may seem, or no matter how bad the situation you think could get, right? They would like that. It's one of the first things that they're saying. But self-love, self-worth, anything else on self-worth? There's dynamics I see. There's no particular person, but I felt like either it's a friend or a sister or could be a mom, I suppose. But there's something about feminine energy needing to work through that. The problem is your own feminine energy and your own relationship with your own feminine energy that is creating this dynamic. But they will like that as well, as it's just something that, pop in my mind. Let me see if there's one. There is another. It's odd. I can tell it's like how they're showing it to me is like a box you're not opening. You don't want to look there. Open that box. It's a black box. If you want to see it in your mind's eye. I see two things in there right from the get-go, but I think there's more in this box. It's like a box of like unwanted things or unwanted experiences, or I want to say that's how I want to say it, undesirables. There's a box and they would like you to take a look at that box. I'm going to see where you're storing it in your mind. I see it in a closet. In a closet in your mind. It's tucked away. You're going to have to go looking. How would they find it? The first person that stepped forward for you is your higher self. You can ask your higher self, help me find this. Yeah, it's you don't want, it's how it looks like to me. A lot of us, because it's collective, all of us have like racist issues, and we have tendencies for bigotry and all that stuff and all that isms, right? We don't like to think that we do because we don't want that, right? But it is within us because it is collectively. It kind of reminds you of that, like undesirables in that respect, that they would like you to just take a look at, to heal and remove, bring light to the situation. That's their saying, bring light to it. And it's gonna make it all better, and there will be more light into your actual room, because your room doesn't, it looks like there's a night light, but it should be brighter there, and that would be a key one anyway. Let me see. Oh, okay, sorry, I was like, oh my god, someone else booked. I was like, I'm booked. Never mind, it was someone booked the last thing. Anything I need to know about my spiritual person? There is one thing that they would like you to do. I've been doing this for like 2 weeks straight. Calling your higher self in and calling their higher self in and healing things between you and them. There is energy that this person has, this spiritual person that you are referring to, they have for you. I sense this is your last question, and that's kind of I can fit it in. I would like to do it, but let me see if they have anything else. Let's see who's answering. Metatron is the one answering our questions today. Metatron, is there anything else that you want to say for Jennifer and her healing journey? You're doing beautifully. You're doing so well, right? Stop comparing yourself to other people. This has to do, and it was the first thing I saw when I looked at your name, like age. Sometimes we look at our age and we think, oh my God, I should be further along. Age, like, it's just a number. It has nothing to do with how much experience you have within yourself, right? I'm someone who has a lot of experience, so I make my way through stuff very fast. One should not compare, and I don't compare myself to other people, and you shouldn't either. And it's about experience and how many times you've been here. The human mind is difficult, right? And the human experience is even more difficult. And there is a need for you to give yourself more grace for how far you've made it thus far, and stop beating yourself up. Because Mentor wants to say you're doing beautifully, you're doing well, and it's when you're not comparing yourself to other people, you can appreciate that statement. When you are looking at what everybody else is doing, you cannot. And that is like one of the most important things. I think it's probably more important than the self-love that he brought up right now, but that's really important for you to really reflect upon. Let me pay attention to myself and appreciate what I've done. It kind of reminds me of when I was like younger, and you would look at people on Facebook that you went to high school with, and you're like, oh, they're there by now. Like I had done nothing, right? It was like never finished college, anything like that. And I'm just like, I can't believe I'm not doing that. I can't believe I used to compare myself and think, God, I'm so behind, and what happened, blah blah blah. It wasn't for me, right? And that's kind of the message that's coming through as well, where it's like, just stop looking at that. If Facebook or whatever your issue, stop looking at that as well, right? But you do need it's not more of like removing Facebook or whatever is creating this feeling, right? It's more like, how do I stop myself from feeling that feeling? That's the key. All right. And that's something that you want to work through. Okay. Whew. I'm going to call upon your higher self. So can I get Jennifer R's higher self to step forward? And can I have her spiritual person, the spiritual person that she's referring to? There is need for forgiveness here. By the way, it's real clear. They want to give it to you, but I think you need to as well. It's interesting. I know sometimes we like to focus on this life, right? And think, oh, this life, this life, this life. Yeah, yeah. You have some stuff you have to forgive or ask for forgiveness in the past that you've not done yet. So yeah. By the way, there's such an odd thing, but it's what came through with the higher self, right? It's a huge forgiveness. You can ask forgiveness for what you've already did in your past lives. Anyway, it's funny. All right. So we call upon Jennifer's higher self and the person's higher self. Jennifer, I want you to tell this person that you are sorry. Ask for that forgiveness. Ask for that mercy and grace. That seems to be key. Those are mercy very much underlined, though, right? Mercy and grace. You know what's funny about this? I don't know what your dynamic is with this person, but in the past it was reversed. It's funny. It was reversed, so it's a funny thing to say, but that's very clear. Anyway, so ask for forgiveness and say you're sorry, apologize. Sorry, your higher self is, there's a lot of release with this one, but your higher self is like, I see it like higher self crying. This person's higher self is apologizing as well. Actually, they're accepting your apology. They're accepting what you've done. They're giving you grace and understanding. The energy that they're going to give you is that energy of grace, where we kind of don't beat ourselves up so much. And I hope that makes sense. Sorry, it is that. It's being more patient with the self. Like that. That energy is coming from them, and they're going to give this to you. This beautiful energy that you need. So just take it in. I see it hitting your right side, like in your thing, but it's moving into your body. It's becoming one with you. As this is being given, they're saying sorry. They apologize as well. They give you a kiss on the lips, by the way. It's a sorry. It's a real slow one. Like, just slowly kissing, like grabbing someone like this slowly, like that. There was a lot of like, let me appreciate this moment. Sorry, it was like that. Anyway, they're giving you something, a crown. They placed a crown on you. This crown is meant to help remind you whenever you feel down about yourself or maybe your life. It's meant to remind you that you are, I don't know what, like, it's not like royalty, but it is like that. That feeling of like, I'm perfect, I'm great. It's meant to remind you that the thing sitting on your head, it's meant to remind you that you are perfect, that you are royalty, and you are special as well. We send them on their way. We let them go, and then you can find yourself back in your seat. All right. That's all I got for you. Let me see if there's any last thing that they have for. Let me see if Metatron wants to bring anything else. Again, you're doing well. You're doing beautifully. Again, let the situations pop up in your life. Do not like look for them. They won't be. They're not going to be hard to miss. Hard to see. They will be very, very, very hard to miss, basically. And they want you to just know that, like, it just live your life right now. Focus on being in the present moment. You are in flow. That seems to be, I don't know if that's an issue, the question you have for yourself, but you are in flow. Things are moving. That's it. No. Anyway, I want to thank you, Jennifer. Hi, everyone. All right. So we are at 13. Yeah. I think 10 minutes per reading, it really does. It really works out for me. All right. It really works for me. All righty. Let's see. Okay, that's it. Yeah, just the forgiveness. I would also, Jennifer, work with your person as higher self more. Just connect with their energy. It will help you forgive stuff. It was odd. I've never seen it's being reversed in the past, but it's always how it happens that way, right? We're a perpetrator, then we're a victim, and then we're a victim, then the victim becomes a perpetrator. It's constantly that cycle. So it is that, but it's funny. Anyway, the next person is going to be Carissa. Oh wow. Okay, Carissa. Oh well. I read your question when you booked, Carissa. The person that you were asking about doesn't feel the same. way about you. There is like friendship love here. Let me check their heart. I had looked it over and I was like, oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to be like that, but that's what I got as my first thing. But I'm gonna check now deeper into this person's heart. Let's see. Okay, we have the name. Let me see. How does he feel about Carissa? Someone else has this person's heart. You are a crescent. Like when there's a full, no, a new moon. Is it new moon? I forgot. The moon that's shady, but there's a crescent there, right? You have this much, but someone else has this person's heart. That's not you. That this person really does feel a lot more for. They feel more connected to. This person, there's more karma here and karmic lessons with this person as well. And we are always attracted to situations, and that includes people that serve our highest good. And those situations are, well, they're not always the best, right? And they're not, or what we consider the best, but they are in terms of our actual evolution and spiritual growth, right? They are the best, but they're not the best in terms of like how society sees them. So I see this connection being a little bit more on the karmic side. There is toxicity with this person, whoever they are connected to, in a big way. There's darkness here as well. But that's why it was the new moon or the shadowy moon, whatever that moon is. I don't know if that's the new moon. I have no idea. I don't know anything about moons, but the shadowy one where you can't see it, it's that kind of connection. It's something that they don't actually reveal as well, or talk about, but it is a person that they are attached to in a karmic-y, lesson-y type way, right? But no, this person doesn't feel the same way about you. Okay, yeah. Let me see. A Metatron he wants to say this. Not all is lost here between you and this person, but right now, what they need to focus on, what this person needs to deal with, is that other connection or that other person that they have lessons with, and that's what they're going to constantly be magnetized and drawn towards. And it's because that serves their highest good. I understand that sometimes there are limiting beliefs or how we see the world, like, oh, we just come here to just live a great life and blah blah blah. And we do, right? But there's also other stuff that we come here for. And that's what this person is dealing with. There's the other stuff right now. So right now their focus and time needs to be, and attention needs to be on that, not so much on a connection with you. But if Metatron says if this connection were out, this person would feel a lot better and more deeply for you. But right now their focus and their mind is solely on that, because there's so much lessons there. It's the thing I did with Jennifer, and I've been doing it just in my my healings and with people, is I've been resolving stuff with the higher self. I've been closing out karmic cycles, right? When a cycle's not closed out, we have to move towards it because the universe law is what begins must complete. So we have to complete that. So that's why there's such a magnetism and push to that person, not so much towards you right now. Okay. It's okay. It's not like all is lost. I think that your connection with this person could be beautiful, but they need to focus on whatever they are currently dealing with. It's not just one person. I see it doing with the mother. It's interesting because it's like this entire. I see a streak or on their timeline, just shadowy parts that they just have not dealt with. It's like one shadow after another. That's how I see it. Yeah, they have a lot to work through, and until they do, this person will not see you for you, or even see the beautiful connection that you can have. And Metatron does say it's possible, but they need to focus on what they're focusing on right now. Okay, so let's take a look here. You have my career. Should I stay in it? I get a no for this as well. Sure. There's some pain saying that no, but you do have some blocks and restrictions that are keeping you attached to something that's not for your highest good. That's what I just picked up on, by the way. So hearing no is like, ouch, right? The first thing that they do want to suggest to you, I don't offer these Akashic record reading to like, what's my purpose and how do I make money off of that? That's being key. That's like one of the best things that we can do. I've not done that. Not in the same reading anyway, but I've asked those two questions, and I tell you right here, right now, it matters. And it's knowing, everyone always asks me that in their readings, like, what's my purpose, or what what should I do? Blah blah blah. Like I only have access to energy and information that me and my beings of light that I work with have access to. An akashic record reading, they know you deeply from page to page on a soulful level, and that's information I don't have access to. Right. So an akashic record reading is one of the best readings you can do to find out what's your purpose and how you can make money off of that, because they know you like on a deep level that I don't. Right. Unless I actually do know you, then I get you, then I can pull it. But everyone always asks me those questions, and I'm just like, right? It's like I ask, I pull, retrieve, and I'm not able to receive it because it's not available. So that's why an akashic reading is so important. Because they know you for you. They know all of your lifetimes as well, which I don't. But that's part of it. They know exactly what you've been through, all the choices you've made, everything that you've done with yourself, and all the things that you actually did that you found enjoyable in the past that you can do again. And it's just something to think about. That's the first suggestion that's coming through from Metatron. But what else here? There is something else. In is let's say in Akashic record readings, like maybe you can do it now, maybe you can't. Blah blah blah. Metatron says for you to write down ideas about what you can do instead, so you can start to work on this new path. When we open ourselves up to energy, it opens up a path that we can start to walk, right? And that path is a beautiful new path, and it's amazing, right? But it requires us to have an idea, open our mind to it, and walk it, right? So Metatron says for you to write down different stuff that you want, different ideas that pop up. It's interesting. I feel at times you have gotten some of these ideas or some things that you want, but you may forget them because you're not writing them down. It's important that you write these things down for yourself. Interesting thing enough, the connection that you asked about is in some ways creating a bit of a blockage for your career. I want to say the first thing that comes to mind is you're thinking about them when you should be thinking about how to make your life better. That seems to be like, I think most people, that's your first one, but it's not the only one. I feel like you look at what you could have with this person and you think, oh, my life would be so much more amazing if I had them. And it kind of keeps you from fixing your life when it comes to what you can fix now, right? Because if they came in, they'll fix it and everything will be better. There's some kind of belief like that. After the reading, like that's not happening anytime soon, and now it kind of leaves you open. It's like, let me fix myself, let me fix my own life, and let me bring happiness. And that's the key. Like right now you're in a bit of that creation energy where you can create something better for yourself, and medicine does suggest that not relying on anyone else or not relying on on other things fixing it for us. How can you take control now? And it starts off with an idea. That's it. Writing this idea down. Okay. Um, I think we are close. Let me see. Is there any last thing that you have for Carissa O? There is something that's coming up. One of the things I feel someone from your lineage wants to come, but there was another thing. What was the other thing, Metatron? So I felt like stuff pulling on me, for you, Carissa. What is this for Carissa? 1 second. Oh, I got it. It is to do with your lineage. You do need to go back to some of your past experiences and heal them. Forgiveness is a key. It's not that. I think it's your mom, but it doesn't have to be. It's like looking at your parents and how your parents raised you in a different light and giving them compassion, love, and understanding for what they did, right? And knowing that they did the best that they could, something like that. They want you to go back there. I think maybe to everyone that you feel something unresolved with, to give love, give compassion, give understanding, give grace to them. And you can have a great connection with your parents, but there will be moments that they want you to just take a look at and just resolve. But I felt something about the mother. You need to be more compassionate to her. But it's not just that. There's other stuff, other people from your past that they would like you to wrap up those things with. Because like that person that you are attracted to, right? They are going to be attracted to what they need to wrap up. You are as well. So why don't we solve that? That's the message. I felt that pull on me. It's like, whoa, like what is this, right? They're saying it's the past experiences. Why don't you start to wrap those things up? Give forgiveness, give love, give compassion, give that understanding, and resolve this. When we don't wrap up karmic cycles, they keep repeating. You don't want that. No one does. You don't need it to, right? But if you were to go back, I would go back with the higher self. That seems to be the key one for you. Specific memories, it seems to be the thing that stands out to me. instances as well. And you could, logic doesn't play a role in it. I want to make that clear. It's kind of like you look at a situation that hurt you in the past and like, oh, well, they were dealing with this at the time. It doesn't matter what they were dealing with. You felt hurt in that moment. You felt hurt in that moment, and you need to go and forgiveness to it. Something like that. Stuff like that is what they want to highlight. It's an odd thing, but it's important. I see a lot of people rationalizing why they shouldn't give someone forgiveness because there's no need. It does. Your feelings don't think that way. They don't. So they want you to go back from an emotional standpoint and start to give that forgiveness and resolution to all those things as well. It's beautiful. Sorry, it's key. Anyway, I want to leave it there. I'll thank you, Carissa, and your reading is now over. So 25:33. Let's take a look here. So we're done with Carissa. Kim. So I want to know if I'm a divine feminine, light worker, light warrior, or way shower. Divine feminine, divine masculine, they switch in each lifetime, or depending on what each one person wants to do. Hold on, I gotta write Kim's name. Kim E. Okay. Kim E. So Kim E wants to know if you are a divine feminine. In this lifetime, Kim, you are going to be the divine masculine, or what people refer to as divine masculine. This is a concept that the spiritual community has. They can't grasp what is actually happening. One person is on the ground, right? And there's a tether to the other person that's floating up into the air. I am in this life floating up in the air while my twin is actually at the bottom, right? Of keeping me grounded. If without my twin, I would just shoot up and I get lost, right? So in this life, you are the one that's on the bottom, that is holding the connection and giving stability to it. So no, you're not what people refer to as a divine feminine, though that is not a correct name. And how the spiritual community looks at this is all wrong. But that is essentially what's happening. Is one person who's grounding the connection through the tether, while the other one lifts them to the higher realms and connects to the beings of light very easily as well. I am way up there, by the way, real crazy. So no, you are technically what people refer to as the grounding one, right? The one that's grounding your connection. The energy that you brought into this life, and it does switch in every lifetime. It doesn't feel like you are a light, a way shower. Let me see, light worker, or a light warrior. In this life, you're meant to kind of keep your connection grounded and focus on other things. So I know that you have those questions. I know that it's kind of one of those things, right, where it's like I'm spontaneous and it looks weird or bad not to be. No, right? This is not the life that you came here to live. Was more of a grounding life. You have a very strong connection to the earth, and that in and of itself has its own gifts. I don't know how you can use that. I know that you can use your connection to the earth, which I don't really have. I have a strong connection, but it's not like this. You can monetize it, and even it could heal with it, but I don't know how. I in this life, the energy I have is not made for that. But no to those questions of being a light worker, light warrior, or a way shower. You are meant to. I think you're the person that's floating up, the twin. They are meant to be the light worker, the way shower. At least they're gonna try. I hope that makes sense. It switches in each lifetime, depending on what each person wants to do. And in this lifetime, you came here to be the grounded one, and they wanted to be the one who's more into this spiritual stuff. Okay. What are my spiritual gifts? The connection to the earth is a very strong one. I don't know how one uses it though. Let me see. I see clear sentience being strong for you. On a scale from 1 to 1,000, 386. Let me see if there's anything else that's standing out. They're low. Everyone has all of them. But your clairsentience is the strongest out of every single one. You're also very good at scrying, using scrying, just if you may want to do that. Scrying seems to be something you're quite good at. And remote viewing. is another one that you're good at as well. One second, I'm gonna look. I'm looking. The other one that is one of the things that people really want that you're good at, that you can actually master quite well, is inspired writing. Everyone wants this one. It's like the thing. Everyone wants to be a writer or wants to write stuff. You're very good at, Kim, writing inspired words. I know that it seems crazy, right? You can have words that say the exact same thing in two different pages, but the inspired writing has more power. It has more energy in it, and it will get more attention and attraction. You have a gift around inspired writing as well. Let me see. I think that's it, for the gifts. But you can train anything. They would like you, because you have you're so grounded and you're meant to be grounded. A really good thing for you to work on is becoming an Akashic record reader. They're saying that one would be a really really good thing for you to work upon. There is someone that offers this teaching. Her name's Catherine Tack. The one I think you may have had a session with her, but she offers Akashic record reading, a learning. If you would want to learn to become a reader yourself, it's a class that she teaches, and I think it's by yourself. They recommend, if there's something that you wanted to do, that is very possible for the energy you brought into this life, an Akashic record reading is a very easy one for you to do, because you have to be grounded in it very strongly, and your grounding should be superb. Anyway, I think that's it. Let me see. Is there anything else that's here? Let's see. Oh wait, okay. Sorry, there is more questions. Who is my soul tribe? Sorry, I thought the question is like, who is my soul tribe? That's crazy. Let me think once again. Metatron, what would you state to this? Sorry, it hurts to say this. Your family is going to be your soul tribe. I know it's a painful thing to hear. I don't know why, but it squeezed my heart when I was like, oh, your family. It's important that you know that. Those connections are often very triggering. I know sometimes we tend, again, have this idea about what soul tribe is and think they're going to be the easiest connections or the people will get along with the best. That's not actually how it starts off, right? They're the most challenging and difficult connections at first that we will then work through, and then they will eventually become the best. So I felt family as immediate one, but they. Metatron says that you are wanting to attract other soul tribes into your life. Let me see what he says about this. What else? What do you say about that? How to attract? It's further down on your path than where you are now. I'm seeing this odd thing, like this road to Kansas, and it's like you're walking this road. It's a long road to get to Kansas, and you'll eventually get there, is what he's saying. But and you will find the soul tribe, but you do have to keep walking. It's not where you are. The one you have around you is family, the immediate family, and where the other soul tribe is, or the people that you'll meet that you feel a soul resonance with, is in your future. But it's on this walk to Kansas. That's how he's giving it Kansas, though. It's an odd thing. All right. So let's see. What collective am I supposed to be leading? Metatron is bringing up the Akashic record readings again as something that you may want to look into, to learn, read for yourself. These questions are one of the best questions you can ask, opening up your own records and wondering, what could I do, or what should I do, or what's blocking me right now, or what am I not seeing, right? It's one of the best questions that you can ask. That's what he wants. It's Metatron's suggestion for you, is to do that, and you can start to. Tony, earlier, right before this, I was healing the mask energy. I was healing all of it. That's a deep wound there. And Metatron's bringing that up, where the mask energy in this world needs to be healed. It's so distorted. It's so like it's just wrong in so many ways. It's lost that purity, that innocence, that mask energy in its purest form is beautiful, but what we see is horrible, right? Out in this world, and that's kind of it. It's where he's bringing that up and making that connection. Okay. I see. Should I move back to Chiang Mai, Thailand? I see that as being like a no. But you say my powers are amplified there. Let me see. You don't need to move there to call on the energies of that place. You can grab in your mind's eye, pull the energies to move into your body, or where would they enter into Kim? He's saying for you to move them into your back, into the back of the heart, and then move it into the front as well. And you can pull on the energies from that place. It's funny. Someone, I did a healing for someone a long time ago, and they said I used to live by the pyramids, and I felt safe there, and I didn't have any problems there. And I was like, well, you can bring that energy to where you live now. You don't need to live in that place. And that's what Metatron wants to give for you. If you want the energy of that place, if you felt very connected to it, there's a well that was there that you were accessing. It's interesting. It was the earth, which is what you're very connected to, and you're receiving it, and it was coming up into your chakras. You can pull that well, pull on that energy to move it into your chakra system, or you can use crystalline energy. Yes, let me see which one is more. Metatron recommends both if you want to pull crystalline energy at the center and the energy from that place, the place you're referring to, into your chakra system one by one as well. Whew, I would work on the throat center as well. A really key one there, but that will help. Let me see. Yeah. Is there anything else? So I saw that you wrote an email that you wanted like a cleansing of your aura. I did detect tears in your aura. 1 second. Your throat center is like all. Let's focus energy onto your throat center, Kim, right now. Whew, some rage here, anger. There's frustration brewing as well. Let's just focus some energy that's there into that throat center as we release that. Beautiful. Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna call upon who wants to assist. Whew, sorry, it's like I can feel like leaving that throat, that heaviness. I'm gonna call upon Almora to cleanse, to help assist me with cleansing Kim's aura. Let me see your energy field. Ooh, wait, is this normal? Oh, I see. Sorry, I've never looked at my masculine's aura, but it's really different. It's normal. Sorry, I was like, what is that? All right, so we're gonna repair and restore it. Let me see the aura, your aura itself. Your aura has shreds in it. And El Mora stands behind you as he's cleansing the aura itself, making it a nice ovally shape as well that's going around you. He's clearing out some debris as he pushes that out. So you can just let that release. Oh, it's interesting. There's the energy because it's like a circular shape. He's moving the energy down like that. Like it's getting it all at once as he's pulsing the energy to move it away from you as the cleanse is taking place. He looks at your chin. Chin. There's stuff on your face that's on. Sorry, I see it like in your face like that. He's moving that off of you. Aomora is now showing you how you look in the mirror. If you want to take a look there. He's saying that this should be healing for you in a big way. But he's if you want to look at yourself in the mirror now, you will see how Elmora sees you through your own eyes. It will help you connect more to the beauty of you and how perfect you are as well. Thank you, Elmora. He's giving me a scene of a jungle waterfall, and you're moving through it, and the waterfall's throwing on you like that as you move through. It's the final cleanse of the entire energy field. Thank you. Thank you, Elmora. I do appreciate it. Alrighty, so that's all I got for you, Kim. I thank you. Okay, wait. Ooh, what is that? Okay, let's see. We're at 38. Oh, 39. Ooh, okay, let's see. So now we are on. Sorry, Elizabeth P. There. Ooh, such a juicy little reading you got here, Elizabeth. You asked, how do I fix a relationship I pushed away? Metatron's bringing up the energies being the key component here. I really do understand, because our mind really is created to be a human mind, to have this human experience, to be dialed into this matrix, right? This time space reality, that we are constantly thinking that it's actions, or it's like things that we do or don't do, blah blah blah, that's really changing things. It isn't any of that. It's energy. Energy is the key to fixing everything, or even destroying anything, right? It's energy first. So the first thing that Metatron wants you to do is for you to sit in a meditative state, meditative pose, and you here, right? And then the person in front of you, and you're going to channel in healing energy into both of you. I see it going like this. Hold on, this is important. Like this, like, I hope that makes sense. You're gonna channel. It is what it is. Let me draw it really quickly, because I want to make sure you get what I'm saying. Because it's important. Okay. This. Yes. Oh, yeah, like that. So it's this. I hope you can see that. You're gonna focus. Okay, there, like that. Yeah. So you're gonna channel healing energy into. You're gonna sit here, and then in your mind's eye, place them up front of you, right? And then you're gonna channel healing energy with that, whatever the hell this is. This is obviously sacred geometry. I don't know much about sacred geometry, but I do know it's important. But my energy is not for math and stuff like that. At least the energy I brought into this life. But anyway, you're gonna do that, and then when it reaches the last one, you're gonna channel it into each other, right? Yours, and then you're gonna put it into yourself. So you'll connect it. I believe you're gonna connect it just beneath the earth, as that final thing, right? And then that energy is going to move up, exchange, right? Merge, mix, exchange, and then it will heal your connection with this person. It will then manifest in the reality as a fixed connection, but it's always energy first, right? The energy is broken. The energy has been, there was chaos, destruction. Sorry, they want to say destruction of it. How do we fix it? You need to fix the energy. So do it. I would do it with the higher self, just to make sure that you get it to perfection. It's important. Sacred geometry is perfect. You should have no problem doing it. But again, them on the opposite side of you and healing that. They would recommend maybe giving a flower or giving a gift in your mind as well to them. That will help. They may not want it healed until they get, a lot of people, or even your higher selves, are like that, right? Because they are a reflection of us, where they don't want to fix things without an apology, right? Something like that. So it's the feeling I have. You may want to do that, but I think this person has a flower for you. But that will resolve your connection, heal it, and then it will allow it to up. Medicine says an open path to fix things between you and this person. I don't really see any other blocks other than the actual energy blockage that's there. And again, that shape will solve it. I believe you pulled divine energy down, just so you know. It feels like divine energy to me. That will then it does that. It's supposed to be, yeah. It feels good. They're saying Saint Germain is saying that you should feel yourself getting closer as the healing takes place as well. And you're gonna know in your heart when it's done. That's how I know whenever I'm finished with something. I'm like, oh, I'm done now, right? My heart says, yeah, okay, it's complete. So in your heart, you'll know when it's done. But that is one of the best ways to do it. Let's see. What does he want you to do? I didn't read that yet. I would probably recommend giving him something. It's interesting. Metatron says that in the mind's eye, this person's going to hand you something. Whatever they hand you, you need to hand it back in the physical reality. I saw like a rose, or a really bushy type flower. Doesn't look like a rose to me. I don't know, it like a wavy petal-y type flower. I saw it as red, but whatever they hand you, give it to them in the physical. Their energy will recognize it and know what you're doing, what you're giving, and what that means. It will solve it. The forgiveness will be given, yeah, all that good stuff. I don't really see an issue here otherwise. I know I don't know if you think this is a very devastating type thing, but that energy should fix it. One second. Medicine says at first I thought Medicine said give it a week, but he said 3 days. And then you can start to maybe take some action to resolve things between you and them. He wants to pivot 1 second to why it broke down. One second. Why there was fears here. Let me see if there was fears. I don't know. He wants to pivot there. Medicine, what do you say as to why it was broken down? Or no. He wants to switch. He wants me to ask him how to ensure that it doesn't break down. Let's see. What could Elizabeth D do about not breaking down the connection? You have a part of you that, I don't know, it shudders like this. It's deep. It's near your solar plexus, but it's towards the side. It's a part of you that's very scared. It gets very nervous. And it's kind of like, a lot of times, most of the time you're fine. You kind of, it's like your mind and, it kind of just shoves that to the side and it doesn't really come out. But there's times when your mind can't handle anymore. And then that part starts to take over and it starts to make you real. I don't know what this is. It feels like nervousness. When someone has anxieties, I guess, I don't know. It's like that. This part of you has this, right? Yeah, you're gonna have to solve that issue. Let me see what Metatron wants to do for it. I want you, Elizabeth, to connect to that part of yourself, and it is right. It's near the solar plexus, but off to the left side of you. I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to feel the soft velvetness of your eyelids as we connect to all the parts of you that are in, I want to say, fear, anxiety, nervousness, and Metatron says ripple effect. Your energy will know what that means, but I think it starts to just spread. All the parts that are susceptible to that. So there's parts of you, there's not much of you that is nervous or has those things that has that tick, I guess, but it spreads quite easily. So we need to get the parts that are susceptible as well. So I want you to connect to all that parts of yourself. I would imagine them seen in front of you like this, and I want you to go one by one as you start to heal them. They need to be heard, seen, felt, and understood. That seems to be the key. And then you can incorporate those pieces into yourself. 7 pieces, by the way, are what I see. So you would do this 7 times where you incorporate a piece at a time. I would call your higher self in. That seems to be the theme, though. Is there anyone else? I would also call Kuan Yin in. She's very good at nervousness and anxieties, at removing them and clearing those up. We can fix all of that stuff, right? She's very good at that. If you want to call her in, Kuan Yin stepped forward as well. So your higher self on the left side and Kuan Yin on the right, and then they will help incorporate these parts of you while cleansing the nervousness and whatever issues they have. So make sure that you are more in control. That's the word that they want to use. Also being able to keep your heart open more without walling it up. Yeah. That being the key. But 7 pieces. Remember, do it 7 times, and then that should be everyone. I would probably ask again if there's anyone else that has this issue while you have both of them there, and just fix it. That's how I always do it. I always make sure. So, but I see 7. That's what I have for you. Anyway. I'm gonna place a healing pyramid on you as well. It has suggested that a healing pyramid on Elizabeth P. Let's see. I call upon Metatron, Lord Melchizedek, and the Architurians to place a healing pyramid on Elizabeth. Red's at the bottom. Yellow is the second color. Green is the third. Either it's red or light blue at the fourth. And then what's at the top? Black. A black, it looks like black obsidian, but it has white in it as well. I think it could be orca agate or something. I don't know, but the pyramid's on you, and this will help with the healing that you need to do. It's very gentle and effective pyramid that they're placed on you as well. Yeah, they just gave me that as a pyramid for you. Anyway, any other guidance that you have for Elizabeth? Let's see if there's anything else you want to wrap up. That's it. Kuan Yin does say that she would like to work with you more in the future. One of the things that I do, I also recommend, if you want to call her forth right before bed and she can work on healing your heart, and all that good stuff. Like you ask her to give you healing. And she says to open your heart more. That's being a key one. Remove blocks. She's a master block remover. And there is this lower wavelength in your mind full of pessimism. It's not very, I don't know how conscious you could be of this, but I see it like a rumble, like, like that sound that earth has. You don't really hear it most of the time, but it's there, right? There's something like that there. I would ask for that one as well. She can help you remove that. Okay. That's what I got. I want to thank you. Elizabeth, and take care. So we are now on, okay, 50. Okay. Okay, let's see. We're now at Anne Marie. Or sorry, is it Anne? Anne Marie. Okay. Oh my God. I've been seeing this one like crazy. Everyone keeps asking these questions about their soul mission, their purpose. One of the best things that you can do to really keep yourself on track for your purpose is the dreaming with purpose. It's technically it's like a me thing. I haven't posted this in a while. I'm going to give a link. Let's see if I can find it. To dreaming with purpose, it's the best thing that you can do to keep yourself on track for your dreaming with purpose. I've gotten this question quite a bit lately. Let me see. Here, this one. It's this link. Yeah, it's a morning and nighttime mantra. I don't. Okay, wait. I think this is it. I think I can. I hope this works. I haven't posted this in a long time. I put it there. I think that works. I think so. Anyway, but this is probably the most important thing that you could do to keep yourself on track for your purpose. And you would say the morning mantra every morning, and you say the nighttime mantra right every night, right before bed, and it really does keep you in alignment and flow. Hold on. Anne Marie. I know that that we sometimes look at purpose and think it's this grandiose thing. Not every lifetime we come here for those experiences, right? I know that it's something that I had a hard time with myself, like this understanding, right? But there isn't enough space, enough energy for everyone to be the light worker and way shower in this life. We step aside all the time so someone else can do it and someone else can have that experience. And I'm not saying that that's not for you, but I just want you to know that it's sometimes we look at other people and what they're doing and think, well, I need to be doing something like that. Not exactly. Do what makes you feel loved. Do what makes you feel fulfilled, and that's key. Let me see if there's something that's coming through. You want to know what you can do to have to. Oh wait, no, you did not ask that. Sorry, that's funny. Your next question is going to be about your inner child, by the way. Anyway, let's see. What can I do to fulfill my soul mission this lifetime? That's it. The morning and nighttime mantra will set you in flow to start to move towards your purpose. I promise you. I started to do that 7 months ago, maybe 6 months ago, maybe 8, I don't know. And I gotta be real with you. I've not ever thought before when I wasn't saying those mantras, I was all worried, like, oh, am I doing it? Are things going in flow? Now that I say it, I know for a fact because intuitively and energetically, I know I'm in flow. So I promise you, those mantras are the key for you. They'll take maybe 2 or 3 days before you get into the flow, but you will be in it. And you'll know. It's what I recommend. I pulled those from the Akashic, and the nighttime mantra comes from Catherine Tack, who does the Akashic record readings. She gave me that one, and then the first one comes from the my record keepers. The morning mantra. I promise you, that is like the easiest thing you can do to keep yourself in flow. All right. Is there any guidance that they have? No, they would like you to have more experiences of inspiration in your life or things that inspire you. There is some restriction and blocks here that keep you from this. Work through those or push through those. That's being key, but nothing too serious. Let me see if there's anything else. That's it. We're moving to your next question already. So your next question is why do I feel so misunderstood and unseen? Your inner child's always gonna be the key. We're gonna connect right now. Let's see. So Anne Marie, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to feel the soft velvetiness of your eyelids as we connect and become one with the inner child. Let's see. Let's pull your inner child up. Okay, how I see your inner child is someone who's been picked on by people. You know, when there's always, I guess, that one person or that one child that gets picked on, and then everyone's picking on them because they don't want to be the one being picked on. Yeah, I feel like your inner child was that child where it was constantly being singled out, and the reason why you were getting ganged up on and why everyone was picking on you or your inner child, I don't know where this is coming from, but maybe this life or some other one, but is they didn't want to be picked on themselves. So it was easier to pick on you than to not. That's what I immediately got from the inner child connecting to it. I want you to shoo away with your energy all those bullies and people that have told you nasty stuff in your life. Move them all away, set them free, and let them go. Okay. Um, we don't need them in your energy anymore. Oh, your inner child has to be the one to do this. So I want you to tell your inner child, I love you. They will not be picking on you anymore. They will not be being mean to you anymore. I see you. It is this, but sorry, it's not quite right. Somewhat like this. I understand you, but it's not quite right. Let me see. Can I get the exact phrasing I need to say for this? One second. The words come or always. Let me see. I will never be mean to you. I will always care. I want you to make sure your inner child's looking at you, and in the eye, say I love you. Because it looked at the bullies or the people there. They're disappearing now, by the way. They're going away as the inner child's releasing these things that they're haunting it. As you are telling your inner child all these beautiful things, anything else that comes to mind, by the way, your inner child is becoming more light as the light is moving through the clothes. They were dingy and like dirty. Now they're becoming white and light, and full of high vibration. It's very important and very nice hair that's coming through as well from the inner child, a smiling inner child. Anything else you want to say to your inner child at this present moment? But we have did it. Let me see if there's anything else about being misunderstood here. It always felt like the odd one. That's the feeling, and it was because of I don't know how much this happened in this life or any other lives, but it was the odd feeling that was coming through as being singled out, and we're removing that completely. Okay. I'm going to be handing your inner child a bear that will help comfort the inner child. Yes. Sorry, I just handed your inner child a bear. That's it. To pick your inner child up, give it love, give it care. You will start to feel that feeling of being of seen, understood, but also it's interesting. Connecting more with people seems to be the thing, though. I know you have that question or that feeling. You just feel misunderstood, but it doesn't actually have to do with being misunderstood. It's you just not connecting with the people, but it was because the inner child didn't want to. It was scared. So that's how I have it. That's how I'm receiving it. All right, but that's it. Everything looks good here, by the way, just so you know. And your heart feels lifted, lighter. I want you to repeat after me. I isolate and release any and all childhood pain and trauma, feelings of being misunderstood, feelings of being unseen, and feelings of being uncared for. Whether I hold these consciously or unconsciously, known or unknown, from this life and all other lifetimes, I release it thoroughly and completely from me and my inner child. So be it. And then breathe in the energy of the divine and out from you and the inner child. As you release that from everywhere, like out everywhere and the inner child itself. But I feel it hitting this area the most. So beautiful. You have ancestors that are surrounding you right now. I see 3, then there's a 4th one coming. And there's swirling energy and light around you. And they're assisting with the healing process that you have. The energy is moving into the back as it removes some blocks and stuff that's there, and it moves out through, I want to say, the front of your heart. Oof, the front of your heart. The ancestor has stepped forward to help and assist us with this process. That's it. All right, there's just the back. It's just a little bit. It just, I think there was something there. They removed it. Thank you, ancestors of Anne Marie. They're singing as well as they assist you with this release. I see like a streak of energy just leaving you. The stuff just leaving you, being lifted off of you as well. Beautiful. Everything feels good to me. Is there anything else that Anne-Marie needs? A little bit. Hold on. There's one thing. Maybe I didn't get everything. Let me reread your question. Let's see. Why do I feel so misunderstood, unseen? Something about your mind. 1 second. Hold on. I gotta like pick this apart a little bit. There's programs in your mind that make you feel this way. Oh, I think that's what they're releasing. The answer. I was wondering why they stepped forward. The answers are helping you release. It's something from your lineage, patterns and stuff that we carry in our mind. Our mind isn't just made in each lifetime. It's made off of the ancestors that came before us, right? It's made from them, their own DNA and all that good stuff. That's why they stepped forward. Sorry, I was wondering why. I was like, I feel like I'm missing something, but they were moving some programs in the mind. I want you to repeat after me, Anne Marie. I isolate and release any and all programs in my mind that are working against me and working against my divine expression from this life and all other lifetimes, from all my lineages as well. I release it thoroughly and completely. Now breathe in the energy from divine and out from the top of your head. Like that. Beautiful. Sorry, they're assisting that. One of the ancestors went like this and swept some of the programs out of you. Beautiful. Can we have some assistance? Can I have Archangel Michael assist us with this process as well? Beautiful. Yeah, sorry, I got it. Now I knew, in your heart, you know when I'm done, right? I know when I'm done, and I knew I wasn't done with you. The programs in your mind, they were on the right side, by the way, of your mind of itself. We remove that now. Beautiful. It's being lifted. Is there anything else now? Everything's good. All right. And Marie, I gotta leave it there. I want to thank you. Let's see. Alrighty. So we're on. Okay. Let's see who's next. Okay, let's take a look here. Oh, oops. All right. Alrighty. I always connect with your readings. You are amazing. I'm a Libra and my person is a Virgo. Oh wait. Oh, sorry. I gotta change the name. I keep doing that. Oh, sorry. Yes. Uh, Jennifer. I always connect with your reading. The person's a Libra, Virgo. Oh, we are deeply connected to one another and in love and energetically. What are the blockages? Let's see, blockages between Jennifer Lee Smith and Chris here. One of the biggest blockages has to do with this person's inner child and the experiences that they went through as a child. This person that you are referring to and asking about, they don't have the oh, it's such a strange thing, but I have to say the way I received it, the mental complexity to express themselves in a more emotional type way. One of the things that is standing out the most is they are not in a good place, and it's interesting. When we're mad and we're very angry and we're like, leave me alone. But those are the times when we really need someone the most. Anyway, they have that issue where they kind of want to be left alone to deal with their stuff, but they don't deal with the stuff that they have to deal with very well, and they don't really make progress. So they're kind of stuck in this rut where they need to ask for help, but they don't want to. And they're in a bad place. For you to come together, it will take a lot of work on this person's end to meet you where you're at. Sorry, they're very focused on this person being your blockage. Let me see what else is blocking the connections or anything else that's standing out. Metatron. Sorry, I'm seeing spaceship for some reason, or like an alien ship coming through. Why? Um, wow, I thought it was gonna be a star seed thing, but it's not. There is alien implants in them that's holding them back as well. Let me see. I can remove them from this person. I'm gonna call on Chris's higher self that's connected to Jennifer. Can you please step forward? There are alien technologies in Chris. I don't know where they are. Can you help me find them? Okay. There is an alien technology right here that's on them. It's interesting. It broke in some way, so it's I don't know how that must feel on them, but it broke. I see it like a shard of it. Can I have the higher self assist me with removing the technology that's here, the alien technology? There's other ones. I see one in the gut on the left side, but we're getting this one first. Can we remove this off of him? Sorry, there's three total. Sorry, I gotta make sure I write that down. I may forget. There's three total pieces of technology that should not be in him. Sometimes alien technology is helpful, right? Because that's what we agreed upon. But a lot of times it comes from a past life that that we may have wanted it then, but we don't want it now. But there's three pieces of alien technology in him and needs to be removed. So the one piece is now gone. Is it gone? The higher self? Yes. I have a Metatron watch over this process to make sure I get every piece. Thank you. Um, can we remove the one that's in the left side lower abdomen? That's there. hmm it was stopping his creativity and his ability to feel inspired and motivated as well. It's interesting. It feels like it added, you know how we hold a lot of pain in our gut, in our stomach? It made it worse. Like the technology was meant to add more pain and stuff to his tummy than we normally do, and also closing out the sacral chakra that kept him from being motivated and inspired continuously seems to be the key one, but I think just in general as well. But it's on the left side. So remove that as well. Whew, sorry, the very important one. Metatron is going to be placing high vibrational light to restore because it's space now, right? The energy, and on the left side as well. Let me see, where is the third piece is right here on him, right there. It's this piece right there. They're going to remove as well. It kept 1 second. They're calling it something that was minimizing maybe his power. I'm not sure. I wanted to say throat center in his voice, but I thought, am I just guessing? That's what I thought to myself, but I think it is that one. They're gonna remove this one as well. That's there. These things are oh, I see. It's like a thing that's on there. They're removing it off. Oh wait, I think it was actually inside. They removed it off of him. And they're taking it with them. The aliens are here. I think so. Or they're gonna grab it and keep it. So let's make sure that we seal all the areas up so they can't place that technology back into him. The 3 pieces. Is there any other pieces that's there? No, we're good. These things were inhibiting. Sorry, I don't know what your person's name is, Chris. Chris from being able to be their most authentic self and express themselves and even heal. The sacral one, I think it was probably the most problematic, but this one kept them from talking and expressing themselves. But I think the sacral one, or the one that was impacting the sacral, it was draining it. By the way, that's actually what I think they were harvesting that energy. I don't know, the energy of inspiration. It was a little bit of a drain there, and it kept them from being motivated to heal. So I feel like they would go home like, I got to fix this, I got to deal with this, and then they would get distracted and do other things, and they never got very far. So they should have more energy to heal themselves, but that is the biggest blockage here. I'm going to place a healing pyramid on him. Lord Melchizedek, Metatron, and Arcturians, can we place a healing pyramid on Chris? Yes. The pyramid has black, gold, 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 and then I want to say black again. It's made to draw out negativity from actually both parts, top and bottom, while filling him up with more light. It should help with it should help kickstart some of that healing that he has to go through. Thank you, Chris, Tire Yourself, for stepping forward to assist me with this process. Sorry, it feels like a little weird here. Is everything good? So whenever we remove something from ourselves, it always feels weird. We have to fill it with energy. I want to make sure, Metatron, can you scan over and make sure that energy is fully filled and everything's good? Alrighty. Okay. Yeah. No, we're good. We're good. Yeah. I just want to like double. If there's like if there's a missing piece or it's not filled, it feels weird for us. So don't want him to feel weird. But yeah. Okay. Let's see where I'm at on time. All right. Let's see if there's anything else. Oh, you want to know, will we ever be together? The healing has to take place on this person. Let me see. Your timeline that you're on, the energetic flow that you're on, I don't see any changes. In fact, I feel it's going to get a little bit worse or more, less contact, if there is any contact here, for a while, but that's important. I see this changing around January. Yeah, January is coming out. I want to say January 2nd. I got that date earlier today, but hold on, let me make sure that's the date. Maybe January 4th, January 2nd, something like that. I had received that when I was like healing myself. I was like, oh, why is that date coming up? But it came up again. So I see that being maybe a time that, most probable next time things will shift in your connection in a positive way. But that's just a probability. Everything is a creating world that we all live in. But the things I removed and the pyramid, it will jumpstart the healing that he needs to do, and it will put him in a better place. I see his life trajectory shifting because he was going in this direction, and what I just received, what he's changing it now, he's going there. So he's going to end up way different than where he would have with these things holding him back. That's it. His spine is a little bit crooked. I'm gonna straighten that out. It's to do with the technology. It's his prana stream was weakened, so I'm gonna increase it. And as I raise him up, make sure his spine is good, and his chakras are gonna start to expand a little bit more as well. That's it. I think that's all I got for you. All right. I'm gonna have to leave it there. Is there any last thing you want to say for Jennifer L? There is one thing. It's something that I've been doing. If you want to check the other readings, let's see for the first one. Call upon the higher self, and you can exchange energy and heal the person as well. It's something that they medicine says you may want to try. You will receive healing as well. It's always mutually beneficial because of the energetic exchange. But that's something that you may want to start to do. Call on the higher self and start to heal, and your own higher self as well, to heal yourself. But you could also help heal and facilitate this person's healing as well. They recommend starting with the heart as the first one. Yeah, yeah. That's gonna leave it there anyway. I thank you, Jennifer. I'll leave it there. So we are on 1 hour, 14 seconds, and yes, I gotta drink water. Whew. Whew. God, I did so much healing earlier. I feel like, when you just like you've worked out kind of thing, like just the feeling I feel, but through healing. All right. Yes. Oh, we're almost done. All right. We have Almas. Wait, let me see. Sure. Almas. C. Mm-mm-mm. So Almas C wants to know if there's career growth happening soon. This is very interesting. I don't see career growth happening anytime soon unless you change jobs and you move towards something else that has more energy. The place that you're in, Metatron's showing me it's like a gold mine, but it's like it takes so much work to find some gold. And you put out work, and then it's like sometimes you strike gold, and yes, right. But that's a lot of work, and for not something that is very consistent. So there is a recommendation to try something else, and to move in a different direction that you feel more inspired by. One of the things that Metatron does suggest for you, and that is to look at anything new that you're trying to move towards in your mind's eye, right? So you imagine it in front of you, right? Or even imagine what your life is. I would actually imagine it like a book. That's how I received it. So let's say you're thinking about maybe 3 different career paths, or even the one you're currently on. The one you're currently on, maybe 2 other ones you're thinking about, and in your mind's eye, see them, and whatever one has more energy is the one that has more energy, and you will be able to make it grow very fast. Or this could even be like maybe different companies to work at, or um like different businesses to start, what have you, right? But in your mind's eye, you will be able to see which one has the most energy, and the one that has the most energy is the one that you're going to want to move towards. The one that you have, there is some energy there. It's not like a lot, but I see it like a brown old kind of book where it's like, kind of sick of this, right? I think you may there's this feeling here of maybe wanting some change, instead of kind of it's interesting though. That's the books I see, the old book, right, the career that you're on, but the book is faced this way, as if you read the book already, and then there's new ones you haven't read, and these are the ones that are going to have the most energy and the most growth for you. Challenges as well, by the way, but we're not here to like not have challenges, and it's just what I'm receiving. I would obviously always follow your heart, but it's like that. That's I already read this. Wow, how many times? Like, it's my favorite book, but I read it so many times now. Maybe we move towards something different. Right? That's just what I have. Okay. I was in love with my friend for many years, but recently passed away in April. Oh, I can heal you from this, by the way. With the friend, Almas. Just so you know, if you want that, they are recommending that. I'm gonna do it in a second, but I want to make sure about the career. Anything else in the career, Metatron? Saint Germain, Kwanya, anyone? No, your higher self is stepping forward to assist you with this as well. One of the things that it's funny, this has come up so many times in my readings lately over the weekend, right? And it's about getting our symbols from our higher self, right? You can ask your higher self a symbol for yes, a symbol for no, a symbol for neutral. And you could actually ask your higher self, what should I do about this? They want that. Your higher self wants that input in your life, where it's like, well, should I stay at this job? No, you're going to get neutral to no. That's what I just received for your higher self. But you're going to get those symbols, and then you can say, what can I do for this? Or your higher self just wants more of a more of a guiding hand in your life, especially with this area, but all areas of your life. So if you want, it's a easy way to do it. You got to open up that mind's eye. Obviously, it takes training. It's not instant. I was trying to open up someone's over the weekend, but they had like colors at the edge. That's actually a really good sign. That means it's starting to work, right? And eventually, you'll be able to form your symbol. I usually use a triangle, right, for yes, a circle for no, and then neutral for blank. So those are the symbols I use. So you can use whatever you want, but I I recommend you build that connection with the higher self and start to have more of your higher self's input, because it knows how things are going to work out really easily. Because it's like, think of it like you're walking in a maze, and it's seeing how you get out of the maze, right? It can help you get out of whatever chapters you're in, right? Or anything that you're stuck in as well. So it is something to take note of. Your higher self to step forward, all right? But let's see, Almas, I want you to close your eyes, and we're going to call upon your higher self. I'm going to say, I am one of my higher self, and reach for that higher self. Okay, we have your higher self stepping forward. And we're going to ask for the friend that passed recently from your life. Let's see, to step forward, their higher self, their energies to step forward. As they stand before you, there's a lot of tears happening. Sorry, this it's like that instant seeing them, like, oh, I don't know, it is what it is. That's why it's just that the instant of us seeing them, you seeing them seeing you, made both of you cry. The person, the friend, said that they were in love with you back. I'm sure you got this, but it's just, it's all the things that you should have said are being said, is what I have. But it was that was a part of their message. They're saying sorry for leaving, sorry for going. They ask for your forgiveness. They have a gift for you, and they are also going to be creating a change in your love life. This is someone who's going to, from a great deal of sacrifice, is going to shift your love life in the direction that it's going. Just so you know, it's very clear. You're gonna, he's sorry, I think it's a him, I don't know, but the energy, right, this higher self is going to shift your love life and in a direction that is going to be more pleasing to you as well. This will require a great deal of sacrifice on this person's end, but they have no problem doing it. Okay. I want you to say that you're sorry, you love them, you thank them, and care for them as well. You miss them all. Anything you want to say, just say what you need to say. Whew, sorry. So that energy just go. Anyway, they are creating a shift now for you. Let me see how they're going to go about it. They're just forging the path. Sorry, this person, the higher self of the person. Is there anything that's Almas needs to do? No. The person is saying that they're going to grab your right hand and walk the path with you whenever you are moving towards this new direction, new path for yourself. Okay. Just so you know, it's a kind of like you can't screw this one up, basically. So essentially, he's gonna the first person will be walking with you every step of the way when it comes to this path. Alrighty. Is there anything else? I think that's the only thing I need to give. Is there any other gifts or anything like that? Let me see. Just make sure you say you're sorry, you forgive them, you thank them, you love them. Even just express your anger if you're mad as well. No big deal. But whatever needs to come out comes out. Okay. But that's it. The path. It will take a great deal of energy to sustain this path for you. Just so you know, but one that this person sees as worth it for you. Okay. The higher self says, in a past life, you did it. You did something like that for them. You sacrificed a part of yourself to give them something. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but it's more like I'm returning the favor from a past experience where you sacrifice in a past life for this person. Everything that we give out of sacrifice. This is how it is. Every single thing. And this is he's giving, or this person is giving this as to you as well. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's all I got. Any other guidance that you have for Almas? Oh, am I on the right path? I'm open to other messages as well. No such thing as the wrong path, but you are definitely on the right one to love now. It's way different. The path you're on is way different for love than it was before this person came. Just so you know, it's just changed like a honestly like a beeline. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Like it's very different. Just so you know that. But when it comes to anything else, everything is, there's no such thing as the wrong path because everything it leads you to the right one because that part of our life is written. So just keep that in mind. Just keep moving, keep taking steps. Yeah, everything looks good. You feel good to me. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. Anyway, thank you so much. Alrighty, so we are on 125, 4, 5 for the next person. Alrighties. So okay. Okay. So we have the next person is going to be Becca L. Oh, did I spell that right? Yeah, I think so. Oh. All right, it's all the red. Okay. So Rebecca L is next. Alrighty, so need help. Whew. Connected to your energy. Who is in need help? Who is in it's these two questions? That's how I read it at first. When I first read it, it's two questions: the need help or and the who is in my energy love wise. Let's get that second one solved and then we'll kind of move to the other one. All right, who is in my energy love wise? That is good. Anyway, let's take a look here. How many people are in your energy field? The first thing I picked up was two people. That's in your energy field, but Patrick, no scratch. Sorry, he's scratching his old baby ears. Two people. But I feel they're so loose. They're not very, very high. Are these connections very well? There are two people that are scoping you out. I don't want to kind of address those. In fact, I kind of want to open up a portal for you to a new love life. I did this yesterday for someone. I kind of want to do that instead. It doesn't matter what I was saying. The portal, remember the portal we want to do. I want to open up that portal instead for you. This will be a portal made just for you. No one else can walk through it, by the way. It won't work. For Rebecca L, one second. I want to make sure I'm connecting that. Metatron's going to assist me with opening up the portal. One second. My throat's closing. Oh, I really connect to your energy, your throat center. Let's get some energy into your throat center, Rebecca. As we heal that, Gaia stepping forward to help alleviate the throats and the throat center from any blockages that are here. It's interesting. I saw you screaming for a moment. Just screaming. Yeah, you should try screaming some more, by the way. You just need to do that more. There it is. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Alrighty. I'm gonna open that portal for Rebecca L. It's L M Ford. Okay. So Rebecca, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to feel the soft velvetness of your eyelids. And I want you, I want you to call down the energy from the great divine director to move into each and every one of your chakras. I want you to feel that living light intelligence in each and every one of your chakras. That beautiful blue energy filling up and opening up each and every single one. This is his divine director's energy is really good at creating shifts in our life. In a really big and easy way. So this will help amplify the portal that I'm going to be opening up. So let's open up a portal here for you. This is a portal for a love and a new life. It's a mix of 40% love, 60% new life for you. Okay. I want you to, before you walk through the portal, I want you to have pure intentions, cleanse the energy as your angels are stepping forward to cleanse some of that energy off of you. And I want you, you can do this later, by the way. It's the portal will be there for you, but I want you to now walk into the portal, but don't walk past it. I want you to stay in the energy of the portal as you absorb that energy into yourself. This is how the law of attraction works, right? You have the energy of a new life or energy of new love, blah, 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 or good love, right? This absorption of this energy will allow this to manifest in your life rapidly. So that's the point. So as me and the divine, me and divine director are assisting you with this, we just absorb that beautiful energy. I want you to, in your mind's eye, to see your arms as your arms is now, everything's filling up. There is some, I keep seeing it like dark parts of the portal. These pieces are going to draw out some of the negativity that you have that's blocking your love life, and remove it from you. So it will be removed when you heal it, but it's drawing it to the surface that you can deal with it. So a lot of us have blocks, restrictions, and barriers to love, romantic love, self-love, all that stuff, right? And this energy that's in the portal will help you remove these quite quickly so that you can actually not have blocks and have that it would assist with bringing a new life into your life faster. Just so you know, I want to make that clear. I see that a lot. Just the energy is not always the light energy. Some of it it's going to bring situations that need to trigger you to heal. Just move through that and know that you are safe. But it's just, I want to give that disclaimer, but it will facilitate and open up a new life for you. The two people, you're going to be leaving them behind that I saw. I don't see very much energy there with them. One of the reasons why maybe you were considering them, or maybe you may have been entertaining the idea, had to do with some self-worth that's here. Also lack. You may want to get my poverty lack contract, but you had lack. That's another word that's coming through, as to why you may have wanted to settle. I don't want you to settle. You don't need to. That's the point. But you do need to move through some of the blocks and restrictions that are keeping you from the very thing that you seek as well. There is a being of light that wants to work with you. Sorry, a deity. Aphrodite, she's stepping forward. I did an Aphrodite transmission, and she's kind of bringing that forward as something that you may want to look into. I did an Aphrodite transmission. It's super attractor. It plays off of the very thing we just did, right? The universe law of attraction, right? The energy you have within yourself attracts situations into your life, right? So now you have new life, new love energy into you, right? So that one, you can become a super attractor. Aphrodite says that would be a good one for you if you do want to get it. But me and Divine Director are going to walk you into the new portal or new path to your new life. Very high vibrational stuff. Things are going to move fast for you here. Sorry, I have the feeling that you're going to feel, when you feel zesty and motivated to just go and do stuff. Yeah. Follow that. Follow those energies, because that it's leading you to situations of people, places, things that you need to move towards. Anyway, move towards. Okay, let's see. That's it. Alrighties. Okay, let's see. So we have for you want help, right? Let's see if there's any other help that you need. The portal and stuff is going to change your life, by the way, in a really big way. I just want you to know that. Oof. A really big way. Let me take a look. What other help does Rebecca Lenneed. Let me see. So they're just bringing up the energy. You got the energy. I think that's it. The portal and the divine director's energy, it's gonna shift things in a massive scale, massive way. No, I think you're gonna be fine. This is keep your mind open, but I feel your mind feels fine to be open to these situations, people, places, things. You feel like you're in a really good energy now. That the portal absorption of that, it really did take a lot of you really did take a lot of it. Anyway, anything else, Metatron, that you have for guidance? One of the things that they do want to bring up is some of the blocks that you may feel you have in your life and the things that you feel like aren't moving. They would want you to there are two things. One of the things that they want you to do is actually bring in divine energy, right, to remove blocks. So let's say you're trying to go towards, let's say, a better job, but you always get blocked. You're like, what the F? Like, I know that this is for me in my heart. I know it's for my highest good, but why do I have blocks? It kind of reminds me of my mom. Every time she tries to go get healing, something comes up because she has a lot of blocks and restrictions to healing. And she sometimes thinks, oh, that means I'm not supposed to have that. No, that's nothing to do with that. But it kind of reminds you of that, where there are blocks and restrictions in your life. And for things that you know are for you, they're saying to bring in divine energy into the block and remove it. Think of it like visually see the block as a rock, and remove it. Or you can call your dragon in, your personal dragon in, and have them remove it. But they're talking about blocks themselves and things that you feel are not moving and stagnating. Ask for help with the removal of these things. They said don't suffer in silence. Ask for help, request it, and you can do it yourself by bringing in that divine energy to obliterate the block itself. As long as it's for your highest good, they'll remove it. No big deal. If it's not, that you'll know, like, oh, it's supposed to be like this. I know that we sometimes get in our head like, oh no, how will I know, blah, blah. I promise you, when we're in that energy, you just know. Our energy is so intuitive and immediately just understands and knows when we are when we're going towards something that's not for us. So but that's the message about you learning to remove your blocks for yourself. And again, divine energy, that's being key. Gold molecules is how I see it. Or your dragon will help remove blocks with the other dragons as well. Your personal dragon, okay? I think that's it. So I got for you. I want to thank you, Rebecca. So let's see. So, we only have a few more. All right, so we're at 1 hour. 35, 48. Okay. So, what can, okay, we have crazy Tempest. Okay, let's see. Hi everyone, by the way, who's here. Okay, so we're Crazy Tempest. What can I do to help myself become successful in my mentorship next year? Ooh, this is very interesting. There's something about your throat center that's coming up. There is one thing that they are suggesting that you do, Crazy Tempest. They would want you to connect your solar plexus to your throat center, but they how do I phrase it? Like, let's say throat center, solar plexus, and you're going to create a tube to your solar plexus and your throat center. They're saying that two combined will allow you to really when you talk, you will be heard, and it will really amplify your voice. Because like, I have my throat center is like powered with a ton of energy, right? And usually when I tell people stuff, they take it and they know it to be true. But sometimes I have people who like to be all defensive and say, oh, it's not that, or I did this already, blah, 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 right? They're saying if you were to connect your solar plexus to your throat center, it will really push your voice out and really help the messages that you have seep in to the people that you are mentoring. I think that's what you said, right? Mentoring. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what you mean. I don't know if that. I hope that is, but if they're saying that's the thing that they want you to do, connect the two, and it will really amplify your voice. You'll stand out more. And even if this is like a mentorship where you're with other, you're being mentored, it will also help you stand out in a really, really big way. But that's key, though, connecting those two. Let me see who would help you with it. Metatron says he's quite good at this stuff. The tube itself is sacred geometry, so you would connect it. It will last about 1 to 2 hours, depending on how much you use your voice. But they're saying that's being the key one. Solar plexus to throat. Yeah, it will keep you in alignment as well. Very beautiful. When it moves to the heart, it's kind of it muffles the energy, right? So they say again, the tube going around right into the throat center will be one of the best things. Is there anything else to help with the mentorship? Sorry, there was one other thing that came to my mind. There's a being of light that wants to work with you. One second, Tempest. Who wants to work with Tempest right now? Let me see if I can get a name. I see them. They have a flower crown. They have a staff. It is an ascended master. An ascended master who has this, whose name is this. Sorry, it might be this. Hold on, I want to just Google this. Rosial, Rosial. I don't know. It could be this. Hold on. Oh, it's either Rosial or something like that. Hold on, Rosial name. Let me see if. Yeah, I think it could be. Is it Rosial? It's close. It's not the exact perfect name. I'm gonna type that for you. This being of light wants to work with you. Ro. I think it could be Rosiella. Does it have an A? Because it looks. I don't know. It could have an A. Yeah, Rosial. Maybe there's an A at the end. I'm not sure. This being of light wants to work with you. They have a staff, a thing. They're an ascended master, and this person would like to work with you during the mentorship and just in life in general. I believe we all of us, most of us, we have 3 ascended masters. Those of us that are, we're gonna be light workers and Waysha ores and stuff like that. I believe this is one from your side, not the main one. Metatron's my main ascended master, right? Guide, but yours, it's one of the side ones. But they want to work with you. Rosella. I name sometimes if you get chopped, you get caught up in that the phrasing of it, or it's like you can't receive it. So I'll see if it comes later. But that being a light wants to work with you and assist you with their voice as well. All right. Let me see. Is there anything else? Will this mentorship be in my higher good? Ooh. I think that there's a lot of learning that you're gonna have here with this mentorship. One of the things that they are highlighting, especially the guide, right, the ascended master that's stepping forward, is saying for you to trust yourself more than you trust your own intuition, trust your own heart more than you trust what people say. Sometimes when we're in a um sometimes when we're in a learning, right, or we're receiving, or we have people who appear like they have more expertise than us, it kind of makes us feel small, and we may think that they have the answers that we don't. And what Rosiella is saying is for you to learn to trust yourself more and trust your heart, and kind of like, if it fits with you, maybe keep it, maybe not, right? But don't make something that you're receiving fit when it doesn't fit inside of you, or fit what you know to be true, when it directly contradicts it or something. So what she's saying is for you to work on trusting yourself more than you trust or than what you're currently receiving. She's saying that it's very difficult, which is why that thing came up. It's for us to stand up for our own beliefs, for us to stand up what we know to be true. This world is continuously pumping out misinformation, and they think it's true. They really do believe that's true, right? But in reality, it's not. And what she's saying is for you to stand true to your truth and stay in that, and not be afraid to speak up when you know you are right. And that's, I saying that I don't know if, sorry, your question was, I forgot what it was, but saying that is what you need to be doing for whatever this mentorship is learning to stand up for yourself, for your truth, even when it's hard. If you can do that, I see you changing, going in a new direction, because you're going to be strong as a result. I know we sometimes look at these experiences and think us not doing them is no big deal, right? But in reality, it's a big deal. Whenever we feel called to do something that we're too scared to do and we do it, it's a big deal for our energy, because it really does activate stuff inside of us. Power, actually, strength as well. And there's gonna be moments of this where you know you are right, but maybe everybody else says differently, and you are gonna, I guess that's not tested, but you're going to have that chance to speak. Whether you take it or not will determine where you go after the mentorship as well. Okay. Sorry. I think that's all I am receiving. Anything else for the mentorship? I have brought this up before, but connecting to the higher self and getting symbols for yes, no, neutral, really being key for you when it comes to other things in your future that you're going to want to do, including this. But other things in the future. So you can ask your higher self, should I do this? And it can get that symbol for yes, no, or neutral. I would never do something that's neutral. That's going to take a lot of energy. I just won't. Just so you know, that's me thing. But I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. But I would wait. I would, look for a yes when it comes to stuff. But you're the guide, Raziel. It could be Raziel, I suppose. I have no idea. I don't know. Anyway, it came as Raziel. But um, the guide is saying that you may that doing that will help you pick better for yourself as well. That's really being key. And all you gotta do is look in your mind's eye. I know I don't know if you all think it, but you can't, when you're looking at your mind's eye and asking for your higher self to give you a symbol for yes, you're not going to create the symbol out of your imagination. It won't work. So no, when you do see it, that's them replying. Just so you know, okay. All right. But that's it. That's it. Okay. Why or why not? Okay. From my high good. Oh, from my highest good. Yeah. But that's it. I see you learning a lot from this experience. But I see you moving. The where you move out after it will be determined by how much you grow when those times of growth appear, and that's by making moves or doing stuff that are scary. You have those callings all the time. They kind of hit you in the spine for me sometimes, or that just that knowing like I need to say this. I should say this in this present moment. I know I'm scared to say it, and I know that maybe this is going to step on other people's toes. Blah blah blah. But that's what Rosiel is saying is that you may these are the exact moments that you need to be jumping on, right? You are going to be stepping on other people's toes. You are going to ruffle a few feathers, but that's how. If you're always considerate of that, you will never move forward in a big way. If you're not considerate, because it's not our responsibility to make other people feel good or big or anything, right? It's our responsibility to do what's right for us. You will make it further, but that's what you're meant to learn here as well. Also speaking, speaking is key though. That's how I see it. Speaking as being the key. Okay. That's all I got for you. All right. So we're at 1 hour and 46 minutes and 30 seconds. All right. So we're on the next person. All righties. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're on. Oh, here it is. Oops. Elizabeth. Yes. M. Was there 2 Elizabeths with an M? I don't remember, but this is Elizabeth Melton. Okay. All right, let go. How does George B feel about me? Do you see him initiating contact with me? If you want contact from George, you're going to have to create an energetic shift in your connection in some way. It's something that I have been doing for the people that have been asking about this. I don't feel guided to do it for you, so I'm not going to, but you may want to consider that creating an energetic shift in your dynamic with this person. Right now, I don't see any change happening for your connection. This person does want things to be different. But I actually feel that you had an ending with this person that was quite brutal for them and very painful for them. And oof, the air came out. They're not likely to want to repeat any painful experiences. And a lot of people are like that, are they not? Right? You go through something painful, like, oh no, I can't do it again. You lived through it last time, right? It's gonna be even easier this time, but people don't see it that way. But this person has a little bit of a once bitten, twice shy energy, and they're not going to be taking any action towards you in the foreseeable future. I do see something changing around February. Let me see if I can go an exact date for that. February 21st. February 21st as a date, but Metatron is giving me the coin flip. And when he does that, it's a 50-50 kind of thing, or close to it, that there could be a shift there. It's, again, it's just a probability. But I don't see any change happening unless you create an energetic change in the shift. What Metatron is stating is you're going to want an energetic wave. I don't know how to make one of those. I'm not being guided with the information either. Let me see. Is there anything that you want to help Elizabeth M with an energetic wave? No. Oh, I see. Healing that you do is going to wave at them, like create a wave and a shift within them. There's something you're missing about your healing that will really benefit this connection. Let me see what it is. Self-love is the thing that was it's like the number one thing. I know everyone hates hearing it, but it is what it is. When I did a soul quest, one of the things I healed was self-love, the blocks, restrictions, barriers, obstacles, and resistances to self-love. And I did the same thing for love of all people. That really, it's like it took my self-love to another level. I recommend that you work on the self-love, but that is Metatron saying that's being the wave. It's gonna hit them, kind of create a wave and hit them, basically. But it is what's needed for your connection, because right now they're walking away from you, and they are very committed. I heard hell bent on doing this, but I want to say committed. Why not, right? On walking away from this connection right now. But it will take that wave, that jolt, to get them to turn around. And that is what's going to help create a shift in the physical reality. Well, hopefully by the of February 2021. Okay. But again, it's to do with you, your energy. Let me see if there's something here. There is a I don't know, a shadow shard of yourself that's there. You need to focus on that one. It looks like it's mean, but I don't know. It's hard sometimes. These pieces, they do look mean, but how do they express themselves? I don't know, but it felt like a meanness. However, there's a shadow shard of you that is in the back. It looks like a triangle, and it hits the back of you. You're gonna want to remove that and heal that from yourself. That was being key. No, it's very much highlighting that. Let me see if I can get that removed from you. Let's see. Metatron is going to assist me with this process, removing this piece that's there. Ooh, it comes from someone else. Someone grabbed someone like that to you, and it created this energy inside of you. Is it past life? I think it could be this life. I don't know. It feels like it comes from this life, but I'm not. Yeah, that's how I see it in this life now. Yeah, but there's a piece in the back. My throat's closing up. I'm going to remove that piece from you. It's on the back. Yeah, Metatron is sealing it up with his high vibrational light. Archangel Michael's two dragons are moving that away so that it can be recycled. This will help with the self-love that you have. Yes, in a big way, with the removal of this. I'm going to be placing a pyramid on you as well. Yeah, I'm sorry, I was thinking maybe a portal, but no, I'm going to place a pyramid on you. Let's see. We're going to place the pyramid of light on you, and with a Syrian crystal at the top. So it will fill your body up with more light while drawing out the negativity that's there as well. Anyway, I think that's it. I think we're good. Yes, but it does require an energetic shift. You being the shift, and you practicing more self-love. Is there any other things that you can help create this shift? No, it's that. It is that. It's why they're walking away for some reason. At least how they see it anyway. Let's see. Do you see us coming together in a relationship? I don't see any change. They are bringing up that February date again. That will be more clear for you about whether or not there will be change or a relationship in this connection. Sorry, I'm trying to look at your dynamic between you and them. I don't see. I think once you conquer your self-love, things will be a lot different between you and them. The dynamic will be a lot better as well, and things will be a lot smoother between you and them. But it doesn't require that. Remember, it's blocks, restrictions, barriers, and obstacles. and resistances to self-love. That being key, all of those. You want to heal each and every single one of them, and you will feel a lot more whole and a lot more complete, and things will be a lot better. The dynamic and the energy will shift for your connection with this person, okay? Um, oh, sorry. Are there any actions I need to take for us to come together in union? Sorry. Yeah, it was that. I did not read the whole thing. Anyway, yes, the actions of self-love. I would also, if you want to do after you finish and complete self-love, which is key, do love of all people with the same blocks, restrictions, barriers, resistances and obstacles of love of all people. Yeah, you're going to be golden. 90% of all our issues have to do with self-love and love of all people, just so you know. Every single, no matter what your issue is with people or in your life, it has everything to do with self-love and love of all people. So if you were to conquer this, it will really, really create shifts in your connection. And I do see more of a harmonious union between you and this person. But right now, as it currently stands, they're walking away, and they're very clear on that. I see them like an animal. I don't know what animal this is. It looks kind of like I want to say an ego. They're getting the ego, but eagles, they look at stuff from very far away and they think they know everything. I think it's like that. Anyway, it's how I see this person, their energy that they're currently in. But the energy shift that you create when you practice that self-love and you embody it, it will help them look at you different, and that's being the key. Okay. They'll come back for a second look. That's what it is. Yeah. Beautiful. I don't see any issues otherwise, but it's just those two issues with you. Self-love being the most important than love of all people. Any other guidance that you have, Metatron, and how to bring this together? Yes, your communication between you and this person will be better with those two things wrapped up, but communication also being another one, by the way. Just the way you talk to each other, the way you express, the anger that I felt, the meanness that was there, it was coming from that shardy part. That will be gone now. But it is important that that there could be remnants of it, and you may want to like make sure you are removing that. The pyramid I placed on you will help extract some of this off of you, as it's filling up with more of the negativity and filling your body up with more light. Okay. Trying to turn is there anything else, Metatron, on this? Just your words themselves. Right now, there's a recommendation that you just kind of let things be, like let go of attachments with this person. You should let go of them, period. But let go of the attachments from them. Focus on you and trust that things are going to work out for your highest good, no matter what. And they always do, by the way. Everything works out perfectly if you are willing to give it a chance. And that's just the message that's coming through. Okay. Alrighties. I think we're wrapped up. Last thing, keep your chin up. There is another thing. It's something that is in some ways what I brought up, but not entirely. Um, don't isolate yourself or don't ice yourself out, something like that. I feel like you might be icing out parts of yourself. You need to bring them back into the fold, or you may be trying to ice out things. Be careful, like follow your heart. But I think it was to do with the inside of yourself. That's actually where my focus always is, right? Make sure that you're not rejecting parts of yourself and that you are incorporating them. I know that some parts of ourselves we don't like, right? Because they're not what we want to be, but it requires us to take them in and heal them in order for us to be whole and not have that part of ourselves, right? So it's that, like, just make sure that you're not rejecting parts of yourself or rejecting truths about yourself, because when we do this, you're not able to allow that healing to happen, and that's just being the key one for you, though, right? Don't reject, just don't reject or be defensive or deflect, right? If it triggers you, if it hurts, if to think that you have this, that means you definitely have it, right? That's the point. If you didn't have an issue and someone said you had an issue, then it wouldn't hurt at all because it wouldn't matter. It would pass right through you. But if someone says you got this issue, or you think to yourself, I have this problem, and it hurts, you can't deny that you have it because it definitely hurt. You felt it. So just keep that in mind. Something like that. I think that you might be trying to maybe say I'm not these things or I'm not that, but you kind of need to bring that in and heal it. And those parts are being rejected by you. Just and to make that clear. Anyway. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna leave it there. I'll anyway, I thank you. So we're at 158.40. Okay. Let's take a look here. Martha. Okay. Martha has anything my guides want me to know. I actually want to pull up your guides, Martha, just so you know, and I want to give you their names, just so you know. I just want to. Oh, I gotta put your name, Martha. Martha. Okay, let's take a look here. Let's pull on Martha's guides. Okay, so one of the things that your guides want to say to you, Martha, is they have been really trying to help you bring in more money and more abundance into your life. They have been working with you with money and abundance throughout your whole life. That's what they want to say. So I don't know if you've had stuff work out for you or you've always had maybe enough. We never had, depending on what energy we're in, we don't normally have too much, but they just want to just kind of give that disclaimer. Hey, we've been there and assisting you with that. They're not looking for credit, but they just want you to know that. Let me see if their names. I have two of them. Jamiel, Jamiel is the first guy's name. No, sorry, Jamiel. Yeah, Jamiel. I think so. I think that, sorry, Jamiel. Again, the name doesn't matter that much, but what the meaning of the name does, just so you all know. Sometimes we get different names from different people. It has nothing to do with the actual names. Like your Metatron's name on a soulful level isn't Metatron. It's something else completely, right? It's important that you know that. Like it's like my name on a soulful level is well, the name I received when I was doing it was Takai, right? And that means a bridge, or someone who is all about cooperation, stuff like that, right? But that's my purpose, right? My purpose is that. But Christian is the other one. It's more of what the name means. That is what their name is, not the name itself. I want to make that clear to you anyway, but this is funny. But those are the two guys that are stepping forward. What do you have to say for guidance for Marie? They were bringing up your life for a second. One second, I may have to draw tarot. Let me see. Let's take a look here. Okay, let's see. 1 second. All right. The first thing that they want you to focus on is to not look at all the stuff in your life that didn't work out. Very difficult. Don't think I'm sitting here thinking, yes, that stuff didn't work out, or oh, it's not didn't phase me ever. I promise you, it totally did, because it was supposed to. But I feel like you have a bit of an issue about looking at the past too much, and that is keeping you from looking at what potentially could still be. Ooh, the air came up. That really being key. I really do understand that we love to focus on all the stuff that didn't work out, or all the stuff that happened to us that we wish never had, right? I don't think I'm sitting here like it was the easiest thing ever. Like, of course that was difficult. But I say this with love, and your guides say this with love. It's for you to focus more on what can still be, not on what didn't work out, as really being the very first message for you. In fact, you can build something very spectacular for yourself if you were to actually change the way you view things and change the way you see your life. Not so much of what didn't work out, but what can still work out. I really do get that. Sometimes our mind makes us think that's stupid, or makes us think that that's it's I don't know, it's minimizing what we went through. It's not doing any of that. It's just allowing you to have a better future for yourself. So I say this to the parts of you that need to hear it, and maybe even your consciousness. Stop focusing on what didn't happen and focus on what can still be. And that was going to really change your life going forward. Okay. Hi everyone. All right, let's see what else. It's the same thing. What they want you to know as well is that the worst of the worst has passed. And I really do I really do know that can sometimes be a little hard thing to just absorb in or take and be like, but they want you to really, for you to really understand that everything, that the worst possible things that you're going to go through are the most I don't want to, I guess I want to categorize life-changing things that you're going to go through that may have hurt. They're all in your past now. What's left for you is a bright, sunny future. And for you to really believe and focus on that being the key one. There is a need for you to change your outlook on life. Let's see. Let's see what else. Sorry, talking to different guides is sometimes a little difficult. So that's why I had to do this, but I didn't want to give you those names for some reason. I think that's important for you to connect more to them. Your guides, they are saying that you have the energy of light worker within you as well, Martha. If you want to do that, they're saying that like there's a lot of energy of light worker within you. Let me see what else. What else do you want to give for anything else? Okay, it's gonna look really quickly. Alrighties. Um, hmm. Okay, the first thing that I am getting, the first thing I got was for you to let go of stuff that is addictive or let go of stuff that's problematic. I thought it was a lover. That's what it felt like to me. But there may be a need for you to let go. One thing I had hit rock bottom a few weeks ago. I did it on purpose. It was very important that I hit it. And in this rock bottom, I was able to let go of stuff that didn't serve me anymore. Right. And I just knew I was like, oh, I don't want that anymore. I'll never want that again. So boom, gone out of my life. I'm never going to indulge that. I'm never going to. No, I'm like, I've completed that. That's over. What your guides want for you to know is that it's time for you to kind of let go of certain things that you know that you should let go of that are no longer helpful or probably never were, but are no longer helpful or useful for you. And I think some of you, sorry, for you, it might be a person as well, but the entire point of this is for you to release what needs to be released so that you can actually lift and raise your frequency even higher and have even better life for yourself. It requires letting go of what doesn't serve us to bring in what will. And I know that because of how we may look at things logically, our human mind, right? We think it's doesn't work that way, but in reality, it absolutely does because it's energy. And right now, your life is kind of filled with stuff that is unhelpful, maybe even addictive. And what you need to start to do is to release that, so that you can actually live more in the present moment and heal yourself as well. But also, right? Uh, make some more progress on goals that you are going to have or that you currently have already for yourself. All right. Let me see if there's anything else. Let's see. Hold on. Guys want me to know. Let's see. Let's call Metatron in and do the final thing. Metatron, is there any other guidance that you have for Martha? He always they've been doing this a lot. I thought it meant nothing. I gotta be real. I thought it meant nothing, but they always grab your chin and they look you in the eyes, and that energy of them doing that means a lot. Sorry, it is. It's so funny. I this whole time I've been seeing them doing it over and over again. As they pull your chin up and look you right in the eyes and say they love you, and I'm thinking, are like I don't know, like that's just it's just happening maybe in my mind, but it's not. It's actually happening, and that feeling that he gave you, when he does that, and when beings like do that, is love. Sorry, he just gave that. It just he reminded me. Oh, this means something. It's your energy knows it's being loved in this moment. Anyway, sorry. What do you have to say to Martha? One of the things that Metatron wants to say is that there's a lot of energy for a new life that is surrounding you right now that you could be accessing and pulling on. Um, I see it actually just towards the back right of you. I think it's probably in your energy field. He recommends, and I am actually going to be placing you underneath it, to stay underneath it, and it will start to change your life going forward. Where does this come from? It feels like it comes from divine. That's how I see it. Honestly, you know how like we get blessings sometimes? It feels like one of the blessings that you received. Anyway, but you weren't receiving it; it was off. Your energy didn't feel like it was worthy of it, so it pulled itself out of that energy. So what Metatron did when he picked up your chin and said he loves you and you are lovable, it helped you understand that you are worthy of that energy that you received. You are worthy of that blessing that you received. So now he put you underneath and you will receive it. But it had to do with an energy inside of you feeling unworthy, undeserving of it as well. Okay. Anyway, I think that's it. Your guides focus on on what can still be. Again, there's that blessing. You must maybe you've asked for it, but no, we have to ask for stuff to get it. But it does feel very powerful. It's like it feels like a ton of energy just coming down, but you need to be in it. Alrighties. Any last thing for her for Martha? That's it. That's it. Just see they're keeping you underneath the blessing itself, that beautiful blessing of energy. So much, by the way. It's I feel like it rivals my portals. Just so you know, like it rivals the portals that I create. It's a lot of energy just showering down. Remember this, Martha, you deserve it. You are lovable. You are cared for. It's an interesting thing. It's not, don't worry about if anybody else is receiving good stuff as well. It's an odd thing to say, but there's a part of your mind on the right side that's constantly worried. Or did they receive this? Or are they getting this too? Yeah, who cares? It's not your problem. It's their problem, right? And there's just a part of you that just needs to hear that. It's not your responsibility to make sure that other people receive good stuff. It's your responsibility to take the good stuff when it happens to you, period. Okay. I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you so much. Hi everyone. I do appreciate it. Martha, that is it. I thank you all. I appreciate everyone. And I'm gonna be ending it here. Bye.